Hi guys, this is Emily from Novel Novels and welcome to today's video. This is my gratitude journal, March 2024. Now, I know these videos don't get the best ratings. People aren't always interested in what I'm grateful for, and I've realised the angle of this video is not the best. But I love making them. Now, obviously in March I had a lot to be grateful for. I have kind of gained quite a lot of books in March, which I'm filming tomorrow, and it will be the first video you see in April will be my book haul video, and I may have gained like 48 books. I have unhauled 5 unread, so that's going to be 43. So I'm preparing that my unread TBR will be going up by at least 10 books this month. I am like, no, what have I done to myself? But there you go, it's birthday month. I've had, you'll be able to see from this video, I've had quite a lot of different shopping trips. And obviously with the birthday, I gained quite a few books. So obviously I'll be going into that a bit more in the book haul. I will already warn you that when I do my book haul, I will not be talking about each book very much because obviously I don't want that video to be too long. And I will be linking obviously my blog. So I would obviously let you know I don't want this video to be too long either. I've got a lot of work to do today. But, so obviously at the start of the month, we had on the 2nd of March, we had the London book haul trip, London BookTube meetup, which you would have already seen on my London bit on the vlog video, which I'll link down below. We obviously went to London. I met up with so many amazing BookTube friends. There was about 20 of us that went. Obviously for me, it was great to obviously be me. I went there with Charlie, and I met some of the Waffle girls. We met Alice, Jack and Jem went, and we were doing a lot of it with Chatty from Chatty, the Mad Chatter. And she is absolutely lovely, and Katie was organising it. I'm not going to link all the channels down below because obviously I'd link them all in the other video and I just don't want that to take forever. But it was an incredible time. It was just the best day ever. For me, obviously I only bought like 8 books that day, only. But considering how everything in the month went, yeah, that was the start of what was going on. But it was the fact, I'm grateful for the fact that I was able to do it. You would have asked me a year or 2 ago that I would have done. Last year I did 2 London BookTube meetups. This year I've already done 1. I'm going to be hopefully doing 1 more. I don't know what the year is going to bring because depending on when my hysterectomy is, depending on whether because I'm not, I don't know if you saw in the other video, I am hopefully going to be getting my hysterectomy this year. So depending on when that is, depends on whether I'll be able to do another BookTube meetup. I've got a lot of this year now is going to be unplanned because of that happening. So I'm grateful that I went to London. I'm grateful that I went to a different area of London. We went to East London and North London, which is places different places to previously. And it was a lot longer to get home. It was a bit of a treacherous journey home, but we did it. My anxiety survived. My knee survived. I think I paid for it for about 2 or 3 days afterwards. But I did it, and I did it with great friends. So I'm truly grateful. So before we go, I'm going to show you the gift that my sister Charlie from Charlie Book Reads got me. So she got me this big bag, the Brick Lane bookshop. That was one of the bookshops we went to. She got me that as part of my birthday present, but it's a lovely pink bag. And it's one I'm going to take with me when I go on my book hauls when it's not raining because I don't want to get the books wet. I'll show you one of the books I got, which was the 450 from Paddington by Agatha Christie. I got that in the Brick Lane bookshop. So I got this cute little bookmark, which I got. And it was that one was, I think it was one of the first, I think it was the 2nd bookshop we went to. And I wanted to have at least one really beautiful vintage classic HarperCollins. Oh, this is a HarperCollins edition. Well, I wanted a beautiful copy of the book. And this is one that Alice from Alice and the Giant Bookshelf recommend. 2 trains, side by side for a brief moment. In that moment, a murder. Alice recommended this one, and it's a Marple book, I believe. And I've not got many Marples, so she recommended this one. So that was one of the things I got on that day. Then exactly a week later, it was my birthday, and I got loads of presents, which I will show you some of the presents now. But I will show you first of all, before I show you that, I literally got up and Mia and Thomas made me breakfast in bed. I will show you a picture of that later. At the end of the video, I'll have some pictures to show you. They made me breakfast in bed because Chris was working, so they did that for me. And then I had Mum, and I think we had all the family arrived before we went out. So Mum and Charlie were there. Mum and Vicky were there first, and I got this gorgeous jumper. Vicky got me these beautiful pens. I got some cargo pants, and she got me a lovely notebook, so that was really good. And Mum and her, that's what Mum and Vicky got me. They got me this gorgeous jumper and a couple of t-shirts and some things, so that was lovely. Then Oscar, Charlie's gorgeous eldest, got me this lovely little worry relief journal, which I do need to actually take upstairs. So this is what. Bless you. Sorry about that. And I think Oscar knows me so well that this is really going to help me. I do need to put this in actually next to my bed so that when I'm getting all these worries, I can write them down. So that's actually, I'm going to do that, and I'm going to put one of the pens there. So that's what I'm going to do, because my anxiety was playing up last night. So I'll go and do that, and I will actually listen to Oscar, because Oscar knows best. Oscar's amazing. And then Charlie obviously gave me that, and she gave me 2 books. One of the books that she gave me was The Maiden by Kate Foster. This one I'll talk about it a bit more in a minute, because she got me this gorgeous book, and she got me another one, which I will be talking about, obviously. That's obviously gone on my April TBR. She got me this. It's a stunning, beautiful book she got me from Waterstones, which is well worth it. So that we had all that before we went. I did get some parcels, but they arrived while we were out. Then me, Chris, Mia and Thomas went to Marlow first, which is a beautiful town near us. It's by the river. We went to an independent bookshop where he got me 2 books, and I don't think they didn't have any bookmarks there, so typical, isn't it? I don't think. Oh no, they did have one bookmark that I put in there, but I'll show you that when I do the book haul. And the kids are a bit grumpy, so we went to a few shops in Marlow, which were pretty. We walked down by the river. They got ice cream, so because I think we went a bit later because Chris was having to work in the morning. So we went a bit later, and so they were starving, which was a bit of a boober. I should have fed them before we went. They're like animals, kids. If they get hungry, they're nightmares. But Chris was trying to entertain them. So we did get some books when we went to Marlow, sorry. And we walked around by the river. They ate their ice creams. I sat looking at the birds, looking at the river, and that was it. Even though the book shopping was fun, because the kids were putting a bit of pressure on, I couldn't enjoy it as much as I did. And then we ended up, because we couldn't find anywhere to eat lunch there, although Chris has since found somewhere that we should have gone, we then ended up going to Maidenhead, which there is quite a lot of charity shops. I think the kids only let me go to like 3, and we had lunch at the Wetherspoons there, which was they were happy. Fed them, they were happy. I bought like one of my gins, that was me happy. And then they let me go to a few of the charity shops, and the kids weren't too badly behaved. But in some ways it was good that they stopped. They were rushing me, because it meant I couldn't buy as many. I think I bought like 11 books on that day, and that's not counting the books I got gifted. But we had fun. I got back to some parcels, I got parcels from the tandem parcel. I had a parcel from Jack and a parcel from Alice, and they were lovely, and I got some books from them. At the other times I got books from Ange, and Ange sent me a parcel. Oh, and also I got parcels from Cat from Brews and Reviews. And then later on I got a parcel from Ange the next day, and then Jem a week or so afterwards, because Jem's parcel arrived that I opened, but that was poor. She had a really lovely parcel for me. It arrived open, so there was nothing in it, because somehow it's fallen out in the post, which was really upsetting. But Jem lovely then still sent me 2 books, which was really sweet of her. So she was really grateful. So love you guys. But that was really lovely to come back to those books. Then we had a bit of a rest. Then me and Chris went for dinner at a local sort of pub restaurant, like a beef eater kind of style restaurant. The lovely 2-course dessert meal, another couple of drinks, so that was nice. And then we came back, and because we couldn't stay at the pub because it was too busy, we ended up coming back, and Chris and Mia watched a film with my niece Holly and her boyfriend Tommy, who was looking after the kids. So they all watched films. That was lovely. And then the next day was I'll show you the book we got. In Maidenhead we got this. I got Trespasses by Louise Kennedy. That was one of the ones I finally got. That was shortlisted last year. Charlie's read it, and I bought her a pretty copy last year, so to get a charity shop copy, I thought it was good. I do want to try and read more of the Women's Prize books, and I'm doing a video in April where I talk about Women's Prize books, so I've got that now to read, because I didn't like it on audiobook, but I might like it on physical. So I bought myself that, and then I'll show you a couple of the books that I got given as birthday presents. Like I said, I will show more. This is the first one I think is very apt, and Jem sent me this, and this is Everything Is Okay by Debbie Tongue. The stuff that's happening in my own health, I think I'm going to need to read this. And it does talk about anxiety, depression, that kind of thing, mental health. So having this from Jem, she knows me too well. Like I said, the day after my birthday, I got sent this, which is a book that I've wanted forever, since I knew it was going to get released. The Women by Kristen Hanna. And this was a copy, this was off Ange. And again, you know, look at that. Oh, look, good notes. Look at those end pages. They are absolutely stunning. Everyone knows about this book. I will talk about it a bit more in the book haul, but it's about sort of setting over the Vietnam War in 1965. Apparently half it's set in Vietnam and half it's set in America. I know that a lovely Jem from Gem of Books has done a review on this, so if you want, I will try and remember to link that review down below, because she's done a really good review of it, and it's a spoiler-free review, so thank you, Tange, for that. So those are the books I got, some of the books I got for my birthday. Like I said, I've got a lot more, but I did get, Jack also sent me this, she sent me some little bookmarks. And then with then Alice sent me a lovely book, and then she sent me a face mask and some chocolate. And I think Jack also sent me chocolate. They've been spoiling me, they really have. So I got those as like little things I got, which is lovely. And I've got Angela from Reading Off My Shelf at the start of the month got me 2 books, and then she also got me sent me this Willie T. Collins little postcard. The Truth. It's the Nature of the Truth to Struggle into the Light by Wilkie Collins. She sent me that, so that was really special. Then obviously the next day, like I said, was Mother's Day. I woke up to, the kids were absolutely lovely. They got me this little pack. So mums are like buttons, they hold everything together. That was lovely. They did buy me a lovely mother mug, which was my birthday present from them. That was really sweet. And then they both bought me this one, this card. The most amazing Mum on Mother's Day. You're great, you're incredible, you're awesome, you're unbelievable, you're wondering what I'm after this time. Very much true. They're nice to me, I get scared. But then little Thomas, because obviously they at the primary schools they make cards, he made me this homemade card with a little heart. And he put, "To Mum, happy Mother's Day, love you, have a nice day," from Thomas. And that was really special, and he tried really hard with his writing. So I got all that. And then I went to my sister Vicky's for lunch because she wanted to spoil me. She made me and my mum and her husband a lovely roast dinner, a most amazing roast dinner. And that was something so nice to actually be treated to not cooking. I didn't even have to cook in the evening because Chris wanted something easy and he made it himself. And the kids had easy things, so it wasn't like I even had to cook all day. So I had the whole weekend of not cooking, which was a dream. One of my favourite parts of the day was actually playing with my little kitten nieces. Vicky's got 3 cats. One of them's a real baby, and Mischief she's called, and she melted my heart. She literally took a love to me. Vicky said she didn't like being stroked in certain places, but she let me, and she was absolutely incredible. Like, time with her was just... And I love all her 3 cats. They're like they are my extras, and they're my cat nieces, and I love them so much. So that was great. I did have the week off work. Literally, the plans for the week kind of got changed because I was supposed to be going to Woking with Charlie, but unfortunately, on the Tuesday, Vicky had an accident and we thought she'd broken her ankle. All being well, she didn't. She'd sprained it, but we had to stop that trip then and rearrange it. And then I was supposed to be going out the following day for a meal with my friend Tracy, but that had to be postponed. So it was a bit of an emotional mess, and I had some, like I said, the doctor stuff in my girly problems, but again, so the week wasn't the way I'd planned, but it ended up being okay, and I ended up having to rest, which was just what I needed. I listened to Kirsten from Reading Nymph and took some self-care days, which was really good. And I did still go to Waterstones, and I got one of my books because I got given a Waterstones voucher. I bought a book with that, and I did just sort of mooch around town and had a bit of time on that. And then the following week I went to Woking with Charlie. And because obviously how many books I'd bought that month and I didn't want to hit the 50 books mark, I managed to reserve myself and only buy 4 books. One I spent with my points because I'd saved up, and I finally got Rue Malaysia Ever After, which is by Raja Hafiza, which is the sequel to Rue Malaysia, which I absolutely loved. And I managed to find the signed copy in Waterstones in Wokingham. And look, you see, signed copy. So that was probably my biggest thing. I'm going to take the signed copy sticker off actually. But that was my biggest thing. And it was also time with Charlie. We went to Costa, which we always do. We had lovely, yes, we were rushing around the books because she was busy and we were just wanting to get things done. And I did not want to buy too many books. But I still bought 4 books, so that was still really nice. And we still had such a lovely time together. I'm just trying to get the sticker off without wrecking the book. I hate the way stickers tend to do that. But that ended up being really nice. And then the following day, I think it was the following day. Was it that day? So the following day or that day, it was the following day, I ended up going out with Tracy in the evening. We went to this lovely restaurant called Tang's, which upset my stomach because we had like 4 bloody courses. Yes, I ate so much. But we had a lovely meal out together. I was on soft drinks because of my meds and stuff. But it was a really, really lovely time. The other thing that I was doing last week was that, heads up already, we are doing the Spoonies readathon in May. We're doing it over the whole of May, and I was planning that with the lovely Cat from Brews and Reviews. We got all the questions, recorded it, got a guest host for videos, we got some planning done. That was really exciting, so that was something else to be really grateful for. But yeah, and my mum's birthday is the day, so before this, like the day after today, I'm filming it on the 25th, so on the 26th, it's my mum's birthday. We've got her some presents, so that is something to celebrate. It would have been before this video goes live. So that's been the month. Obviously, briefly, because I'm going to be adding the pictures at the end, and I don't want this video to be long. We've got Easter, obviously. The day this goes live is Good Friday. Chris is going away, so I've got me and the kids. Well, by the time this goes live, I'm having Casper's tonight, with the day this goes live, with my daughter and my niece probably. We're definitely going to get Casper's. We're going to take away. I've got time with me, just about 24 hours to 40 hours. Me and the kids. So that's something to celebrate. No offence to Chris. I love him dearly, but we're going to have some different time. Miss him, but we're going to have some fun time. Don't know exactly what we're doing, but I know we're going to takeaway. I know that I'm going to treat myself to a lovely microwave meal, like buy a microwave meal, which sounds really rare. Treat us all to sort of some nice treaty foods and things. And then obviously we've got Easter Sunday. The Easter Bunny is coming because Thomas is still a believer. So the Easter Bunny is coming, and they'll be doing an Easter egg hunt. Chris has bought me an Easter egg, but I don't know what it is, so I'm hoping he's going to be the Easter Bunny this year and help me like lay everything out and set up that. I'm doing a lovely roast dinner this year, and Easter Sunday is going to be a fun fab day with me and the kids. The next day we're going to be taking Thomas to town and buying Thomas's birthday present. He wants football boots, so we're going to be buying him that, and we're going to be doing some football stuff for him. It's his birthday on the 7th, so I've got him and some of his friends coming over. Luckily, my youngest sister Vicky and her husband Marky are coming to help. Thank God I've got like 3 kids for definite coming over. 1 is a possibility. And Mia and Thomas. And we're getting them all McDonald's in the evening. Is it insane? Is it going to be costly? Are they going to be happy? Hopefully. We're going to get a birthday cake. So that's going to be something fun. Obviously, we've got the Easter holidays for the first half of the month, literally. So I'll try and get reading done and try and get other stuff done. Depends on the weather. Depends on what we got. I don't know. I'm planning to either go to Maidenhead, because Chris found some things in Maidenhead and Marlow. We might do that again. I don't know if it'll be April or May. We'll be doing that either end of April or early May. We're going out. Me and Chris want to go out for time, just the 2 of us. I'm back at the library. Going back to the library in the holidays and getting some women's prize books because I've got some of that approaching. Hopefully do some more walking if the weather lets me. Just to let you know, we've got some videos upcoming. We've got the Spoonies announcements going to be coming up with all the details of all the prompts. I'm celebrating 5 years in BookTube in April. I've got the TBR. I'm not going to do extra videos in April, so I am literally doing the Spoonies TBR will be 1 video, and then the May TBR will be another one, and the gratitude journal. So it is very generic videos in April, apart from the celebrating the 5 years on BookTube, and I'm doing an extra video on the Women's Prize and me, so sharing the Women's Prize books I've read previously and the ones I'm going to be reading. So those are the kind of things that are coming up. Lastly, just to let you know, I read this at the start of the month. You will hear more about it in my book review, Her Majesty's Royal Coven. That was one of my favourite books of the month, just to already let you know. That's a sneaky peek. And obviously I love The Maiden book, which was the Women's Prize book I've read. So it's been a busy, busy month. Yes, because obviously the big part of the month it has been, I've received a lot of gifts and stuff. So if you got to the end of this video, leave a gift emoji. in the comments down below. If you don't want to say anything, if you've got to the end of the video and you want to say that, that's great. If you like it, give it a thumbs up. If you're new to my channel, not subscribed yet, bring on my ding-a-ling. And I'll see you all soon. Bye-bye.